Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out at outlets. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon. Begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by from this play with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out 5 now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Stick! Switch gears.
They'll run for the first.
Good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, it's Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Let's go, boy. Bring it.
So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check 31. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Brees now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Let's get a quick look at the Saints offense.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The tackle by Eric Armstead. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama, and he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one there. That'll be a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over.
The football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage. And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long effort.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Here we go.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Ready. Yellow lady. 0-2-0-2. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. On third and long, it's Breeze. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw is Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 33. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Breeze now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Opposite.
Breeze to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Breeze again. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a...
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Breeze. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. 2 yards on the touchdown there as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints defense, we watch them get set to go. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real, okay? As you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wait.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Watch the screen, Sammy. Watch the screen.
On first down, Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Breeze. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's his background with his footwork.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Garoppolo hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This will be caught at about the 5.
Go ahead.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
You got tight right there.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Sponge. No.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's trash. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the feet, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter.
I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd down, it's Murray. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Breeze on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Breeze now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. 3 birds.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Washington. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and once again, the Saints are back out in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in the running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 24, Breeze. And Sanders has got it complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Time to ground it out now with Murray. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Breeze to throw. It's caught by Sanders. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 76 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is born. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st down, Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
56 at the mic.
Garoppolo again. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Garoppolo now. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. He's back to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up?
And here now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Murray. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check, crunch, under. Check the back, check the back. Hey, kill.
To throw is Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on.
Murray. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Murray. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
As we say so long from New Orleans.